Traveling to Peru is like traveling the world over. In just one country, we'll find the Amazonian jungle, the Andes mountain range, and a vast desert area beside the Pacific coast. Jungle, mountains, and coast. It seems that all these different types of landscapes want to live in the same country. Traveling to Peru is also getting to know at a single glance the unjust distribution of richness that is characteristic of our world. A world in which a few have a lot and a lot of people have nothing. We'll see police dogs and strays, newly purchased SUVs and rickety motorbikes cross the sand. There are rich and poor. There are glass hotels and corrugated iron shanties. Those of us who live on the other side of the world know only one side of the same coin: comfort, security, and development. In Peru, however, the two sides in which our world is divided can be seen face to face: north and south, city and suburbs. Traveling to Peru is also understanding why people emigrate. We all want a better world for our children, and we're working to get there. Thousands of people flock to Lima every day, fleeing from abandoned rural areas. And when they finally make it to the city, what they find isn't much better than the life they left behind. That's how young towns are born. That's how this place was born too. Villa María del Triunfo. Villa María del Triunfo is a living example of the world we want to change. There, right now, poverty is extreme. But we haven't come all the way here just to see the dark side of the world. We've come to Peru because here we'll find an example of how we can change things. The residents of this community haven't waited for someone to do something. They've started to work by themselves. The process is similar to the one that happens in thousands of communities, towns, cities and suburbs in this and several other countries in the south. Firstly, the community organizes itself. That's how neighborhood associations, cooperatives, groups of workers and non-governmental organizations are born. The social movement of Villa María del Triunfo is alive and powerful. People know that if they don't change things, then nobody else will. The solution is clear. The only way we can offer a future to the children and young people of the communities is by education. That's how the idea of building a technical education center was born. UNESCO, which is finally aware of the issue, submitted this project to Caja, and that's how Caja customers can choose and finance through Civic Banking. Money is needed to start and to purchase materials and equipment. The inhabitants of Villa María del Triunfo put everything they have at the service of the center, their enthusiasm and their capacity to work hard. The Technical Education Center is the result of the community's capability to build entrepreneurs, the result of being able to undertake business ventures, being able to open up a doorway to the future where only a barrier stood before. Darwin, for example, is learning how to weld. Here he'll learn all he has to know in order to set up his own business. He won't only learn the technique of welding, but also how to undertake the tasks by himself, how to be creative when it comes to solving practical problems, and how to work as part of a team. Cynthia is training to be a hairdresser. The jobs taught here are being taught for good reason. They're the ones with more chances of professional success in the neighborhood. Maria Esther is learning computer science. In this neighborhood, where many houses don't have running water or electricity, the center is the only chance people have to connect with a global village and internet. Elisa is learning dressmaking. Here, teachers have a lot of professional experience in the jobs they're teaching. When Elisa attends school, She knows that what she's learning is going to help her undertake risks in future business ventures. The really important thing about the centre, however, is not what's going on there, but what's happening in every little workshop, every little house in which one of the boys and girls who have ever taken courses in the centre live. They won't just develop different techniques and skills, but they will also become qualified entrepreneurs. At the centre, they learn how to cope with their reality, come up with solutions, start to work by themselves and make a difference. That is when the students at the centre become living examples of the values that make up the very essence of Tribucan. At Tribucan, we believe that in the future, the world will be the one we create by ourselves. We share a vision with the inhabitants of Villa María del Triunfo. If you don't like the world that surrounds you, then start changing it. Endeavour doing something good, something useful, and the sooner the better.
Unida la costa,
unida la costa,
unida la sierra,
unida la sierra,
unida la selva, contigo Perú. Unido el trabajo,
unido el trabajo,
unido el deporte, unidos el norte, el centro y el sur.
Toma, toma,
a triunfar peruano, que somos hermanos, que se haga victoria nuestra gratitud. Te daré la vida y cuando yo muera me uniré en la tierra contigo Perú. Te daré la vida y cuando yo muera me uniré en la tierra contigo Perú.